Tales of the Turntable was an idea I had last year, so I was looking at whether to use a ready-made story and twist it or whether to write something from scratch. And obviously nothing is ever completely original, but I think pulling on aspects of Back to the Future, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and certain parts of shows that the Youth Company have done before, we've got this melting pot of being able to take us back through certain eras and see what has influenced the company in terms of their movement, in terms of their music choices, and also give a little bit of a history lesson as to where a lot of our movement comes from today.
Zoo Nation Youth Company, also referred to as ZIC, were formed in 2006 by Kate Prince, and they are a collection of extremely talented young dancers who train together every week during term time and have performance opportunities throughout the year.
I would like to start sort of like a day in the life of Eric. He's a little bit of a loner. He doesn't really have many friend circles at all. His best friend basically is music. So he's in his headphones the whole time. He doesn't really interact with anybody. And we have a group at school who basically taunt him quite often. Tales of the Turntable is a new piece of theatre with Zoo Nation Youth Company. We've constructed it from the very ground level all the way up. We're basically following the story of Eric and his grandpa George, and it's a whole story based around their love of music, but also how they find and balance their relationship within that.
My character's Eric. He's a young boy, aspiring DJ, you could say. He's a lonely kid, same as his grandpa, because they both lost someone in their life and they're in love with music. You could say that's their connection. He loves music, that's his one friend. Apart from Alicia, that's his other friend, who helps him when he's getting bullied and when he has no one to talk to, Alicia's there for him. Throughout the story, he builds confidence through music and being able to travel to different eras of time and learn different styles and different genres and different experiences.
So the reason for them transferring in different times is because Eric wants to be a DJ. So Grandpa George is just basically taking through the different eras of time to see the different music, how people used to dance, so you can just get a feel and a vibe. So when he does his big set at the end, he's got a mixture of different types of music. I play Alicia, which is basically Eric's best friend. So whenever he's getting any trouble or getting bullied, I'm always there to help like a big sister.
My character, Grandpa George, is very old. His very favourite place to be on set is the armchair. It's fun being Grandpa George because there's a lot of going through 40s, 70s, 80s. It's nice to do different styles and show Eric what he missed out. '70s is my favourite bit because get to go in the record shop, meet my wife Diana.
The creative challenges with working with ZIC is that they're so talented that you have to really, really think about what will push them. I think their skill set is incredible. I think where they've started to really come up is their storytelling, especially through movement. They're not actually saying any words on stage, but we do have narrative within the score. And I think that's something that's been a real challenge for them to get their heads around. But like I said, also providing a story for them where I know I can get the most out of them as performers. And what's been really lovely to see is how they've blossomed, how they've supported each other, how they've taken things from each other in order to help maybe one of their what they would consider weak areas of dance. They really interact, they choreograph well with each other, and that's one thing I really wanted to do, is I really wanted to make sure that they had the chance to also input some of the choreography so that they're working on their creative skill as well as their performance skill.
So for me to be a member of ZIC is very inspiring, I will say, because I've always been wanting to be in Zoo, but I never had the confidence. So with me, Eric is one of those people that really connect to me because I was nervous. We all pick up each other, just make sure that everyone's good.
This is a brand new show, getting all the choreo, all of the positions, all of the character, thinking about each move having an intention almost. Stamina-wise, it's quite hard because there's no interval in the show.
ZIC in general influenced me massively in what I do and what I try and create. And a lot of their movement now is not necessarily the movement that I would have had growing up, obviously, because coming through a different generation and a different style of music. So it's really lovely to see their take on taking a bit of story, taking a bit of narrative and how they would flesh that out within their own movement, especially in the moments in the show where we're more in present day as opposed to in a specific era.
We're in the final few days of rehearsal at Union Chapel on site now. Everyone is working extremely hard to pull the performance together. The stage management crew, the wardrobe team, the creative team are all exceptionally talented individuals.
Yeah. I'm actually really nervous, but I can't wait to actually go on stage and just perform. It's completely different to anything I've done before, and also we've had to train doing different styles, so it's been fun in that sense, but I'm really excited.
Our hope is that following the successful run at South Bank Centre this summer, that the life of this show will continue.